and welcome back to Backstage. I'm your host, Mr. Magic, with my guest, Mr. Stefan Hinds. Now, just as we were leaving, went to break, you were talking about how, perfection was what you all were reaching for, in your music and making a career out of this rather than this just being like a weekend gig.
Right.
At what point or who was there for you, like, you got a job on your cruise ship? Did you happen to just run into somebody and say, listen, can I play on your ship? Or how do these things come about for you, to get these jobs?
Well, it once again, we were actually working in Las Vegas in, I think it was 95. And this guy kept showing up at our gig, and we noticed that this guy kept coming around at our gigs and stuff, and we couldn't understand who this guy was because he never really came and introduced himself. And then one time we were in Laughlin, Nevada, and the same guy showed up, and I said, hey. Anyway, this guy was named Patrick Karst, and he was one of the talent scouts for Princess Cruises. And he came up to us and he said, listen, I've got a perfect job for you guys. We're getting ready to build this brand new cruise ship, and you guys are the perfect band for it. And, we just told him we're not interested in doing cruise ships.
Wow.
We just told him we're not interested. I took his card, and I gave him our manager's number. I said, you can talk to him, but we're just not interested in doing cruise ships because, we had heard a lot of stories about cruise ships and how they treat their employees and things like that, and we were living the life of Riley. I mean, we were being flown different places. We were given 8-star treatment, working in 5 and 6 star hotels and 7-star hotels. And, it was just a situation where, why give that up to go and live on a cruise ship, And we were very busy, and which was a blessing, of course. But, this guy was persistent, and he said, I will give you the experience of your life. And we went, he finally convinced us, and we flew to Los Angeles and got on the Dawn Princess. It was the inaugural of the Dawn
cruise,
Princess. Yeah. And we got on the Dawn and in LA, and we took it all the way from LA through the Panama Canal to the down the Mexican Riviera to the Panama Canal to the Caribbean. And it was only supposed to be a 3-week gig, and we ended up staying 6 weeks. We had the best time, and it was just awesome. I couldn't believe how much fun we had and how receptive the people were. Right. Of course, they were in vacation mode, and it was great. And we just had a fantastic time. So the next thing we heard the shout, they said, we're building this brand new ship. It's going to be the biggest ship in the world. The Grand Princess at that time was 1998. And we had to fly to Italy to get on the ship. And they built a lounge specifically for us.
Wow.
Yeah, they built.
That really says a lot for what you guys were putting down for them to do something
exactly.
Like that.
This Explorers Lounge was built specifically with Exotique in mind, and
So really, you guys were bona fide superstars.
Well, as far as Princess were concerned, I think that's how they treated us. Yeah, but they did treat us very well, and they always have. And and we were with them for about 14 years. We inaugurated like 9 of their ships. Every time they had an inauguration, they called us, and we went out and we did the inaugurals, and we had a great time. And we did some contracts.
That
and
really,
things like
really
that.
says a lot, for what you guys have been putting out as far as your sound and your music, for them to feel that way about you. And this is a perfect lesson for all you younger folks, you young musicians that are coming up. I've said it before, and I want you to echo this if at all it's true. Mm-hmm. You need to leave Bermuda to really explore, open up your mind in the world of music and see what's going on out there instead of staying within these 20, 21, 23 miles.
Well, that's true. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary,
right.
But I think it's more about work ethic.
Yes.
It's more about, having the integrity to put together the act and work on it until you reach as close to perfection as you can. And, it's about work ethic. And you go outside of Bermuda and you're not ready, you're gonna get a thrashing.
Yeah.
You've really got to
big pond,
right?
Big sharks out there.
So we were better than we thought we were. because we didn't go out there with big heads.
Oh, see, that's it. That I'm glad you said it that way, because as friends of yours here in Bermuda, you know, your followers, we all knew you, and we knew these guys are great.
Yeah.
Here in Bermuda, we see you, you're great.
Yeah.
You guys kept thinking, we're not great yet.
Yeah.
We're getting there, but we're not great yet.
Yeah.
It took someone outside of Bermuda to actually come and say, listen, you're better than you think you are. But not only are we building a ship or building a room for you, you got this contract, we're going to send you wherever these boats go.
Yeah.
And that has definitely made a difference in your music career.
Yeah, absolutely. But when I say that we were better than we thought we were, when we went overseas, all the work that we did here, right, is what paid off. Right. Because when we went there, we were ready. You were ready. And we thought that it was going to be a slow climb, you know, and it wasn't. Like I said, we were more prepared than we thought we were. Good. But that was because that was exactly how we prepared ourselves, you know. It was the way we prepared ourselves.
All right. Now, we haven't spoken much of your wife. We've mentioned Damio, and for those who don't know, Damio McLuhan was the lead singer with you guys for a while.
Also known as Ellsworth Smith.
Ellsworth Smith, yes. Wonderful voice.
Absolutely fantastic
wonderful
entertainer.
Voice. Yes, definitely. Without a doubt. Great entertainer. Your wife, Loretta.
His partner.
Not many people can work, not many husbands and wives can work together in their own business.
Right.
I mean, you've heard over the years, different people, you know, problems. Yeah. Now, I'm sure throughout this, as husband and wife, there have been some headbutting. But the music, would you say that's the one thing that kept you guys in sync?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, there's also another relationship that people find very strange, and I don't find it strange at all. But because of, like, my brother, you know, some people can't work with their siblings, you know. Right. But with myself and Loretta and Rupert, we just have too much in common, right? We just have too much in common to fight.
Rupert's the one on the left. Just to let you know, if you guys can see, they are identical twins, but Rupert's the one on the left. He's 1 inch taller than Stefan.
Yeah, about that.
About that.
Yeah.
About 1 inch taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have too much in common.
Right.
To fight. And if we're gonna fight about the music. And that's basically it.
Right. Right.
You know, everything else is like, you know, it's life.
It is.
You know, and we just try to enjoy it because we find ourselves to be humongously, if that's a word.
It is.
I learned it.
Yeah, humongously is a word. And it's not real Cole Webster's, and tell them put it in.
We find ourselves humongously blessed to be able to do what we do for a living. And, you know, my father told me a long time ago, he said, son, find yourself a job that, you know, you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. And
this will be it.
This will be it.
And you know what? That's a good way to end this segment with that quote from your father. Stefan, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks.
Truly appreciate you inviting us into your home and sitting down and having this conversation.
My pleasure.
And for all of you, if you want to follow in an example, this is a perfect role model right here in regards to the world of music and how you put in the work, you put in the effort, you will go places. Bermuda's small, but you can go beyond this. The world is a big place. And the opportunities are there for you to succeed.
And let me put in a colloquialism that everybody will probably understand a little better. Stick to the wicket and
runs will come. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Folks, thank you all very much for joining me this evening here on Backstage. Tune in next week. New conversation, new guests. And again, we'll talk to you then. Have a good night. Thanks again, man. Really, truly appreciate it.